And hello and thank you for joining us for Lunchtime News on KBC Channel 1. We're coming to you live from the Broadcasting House in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. My name is Giverson Maina. Our sign language interpreter is Caroline Njoroge. Join us for the next 1 hour or so for news within, of course, across the country. And, of course, interact with our social media platforms at KBC Channel 1 and at Giverson Maina. And now to News Straight. And our President William Ruto has announced a 2-year business permit waiver for young entrepreneurs across the country in a major policy shift aimed at protecting small businesses from collapse. The President has directed the Intergovernmental Budget Economic Council to establish a framework to give small and medium enterprises room to stabilize. The policy directives were made on Friday as President William Ruto led the country in the official rollout of the second tranche of the Nyota project at Ulinzi Sports Complex in Nairobi.
Kuna shida ya kuangaishwa na maleseni katika kaunti zetu. Mimi naomba kwa heshima kubwa governors wetu, na nimesema council ya budget and economic council inayoleta pamoja county governments na national government chini ya uwenyekiti wa naibu wa rais, nimesema tafadhali muweke framework ambayo itawapatia hawa wafanyabiashara wadogo hawa miaka 2 bila leseni, ndio biashara zao zikite mizizi. Jambo la pili, nimesema hivi ya kwamba funds ya serikali, National Youth Development Fund, Women Enterprise Fund, Uwezo Fund, Kenya Industrial Estates, na waamurisha sasa mutengeneze product ambayo hawa vijana baada ya 50,000 muwaonyeshe watapata 50,000 ingine kwenu kwa njia gani, wataongeza ikiwe 100,000 kwa njia gani.
Of course, we'll have a comprehensive story in our next subsequent bulletins. And our Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has scoffed at the opposition, saying that winning the presidency will not be a walk in the park. Mudavadi, who spoke in Kiminini, Trans Nzoia County, also urged the Western Kenya region to back President William Ruto's re-election bid in 2027. He said the broad-based government has a track record to show, unlike their rivals in the opposition. Speaking in Kitale, Trans Nzoia County, the Prime Cabinet Secretary expressed confidence that President William Ruto will emerge victorious in the 2027 general election.
We want a petition-free election in 2027. Petition-free. Hatutaki mahakama, hatutaki watu kuenda kwa rufani, kupiga rufani kule. Tunataka Kenya ikimbie mara moja, continuity. Tusonge mbele.
Slamming the opposition, Mudavadi, who was accompanied by other leaders, including Uasin Gishu Senator Jackson Mandago and Kakamega Deputy Governor Ayub Savula, said the opposition was riding on a wave built on quicksand.
Hii mambo ati mnakoroka hapa Trans Nzoia, ati kuna mtu anaitwa Sifuna. Hata ukiuliza hapo Moise Sifuna ni nani, hakuna mtu anajua. Nani anamjua? Mimi nataka niwaambie na ile mtafanyia shauri yenu. Uongozi kwa hapa Sugoi.
Jamii yetu ya Western Milemanda wamesema hapa, tukitaka shortcut ya kupata urais is through Sugoi, through William Samoei Ruto. Tukichukua route nyingine yote, tumepotea, tumeenda nyumbani.
In another swipe at the opposition, Kericho Senator Aaron Cheriot and Belgut Member of Parliament Nelson Koech, who spoke separately in Kapcheluch, challenged Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen to have DCP leader and former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua arrested for allegedly spewing ethnic hate.
Kwa nini? Why are you allowing a deranged person to continue threatening the coexistence and peaceful harmony in our country by threatening leaders who have refused to bow down to his shenanigans in the Mount Kenya region as if he is a special human being. He is intimidating leaders in Central Kenya. He has intimidated the political class in Central Kenya, the business class in Central Kenya.
In Nandi County, a section of residents faulted the High Court's ruling for barring speakers of the Senate and the National Assembly from political activities, saying their offices are political.
We have seen speakers wakitetea serikali wakifanya campaign. Hata kusupport party. They didn't speak. Why now? Why now? It is not even about the speaker. It is about William Ruto. Kwa sababu wakati tulikuwa na speaker, hata tulikuwa na mawaziri wanaita William Ruto deputy president clerk. Kwani amukuona? Amukuwasikia?
Tunajua ukikanyaga mahali umekanyaga kwa sababu ya president wetu. But tunashangaa kwa viongozi wachache ama wawili wanatumia raia kwenda kotini eti wanaenda kustaki Felix Koskei.
Ngawa tunataka tumwambie wanasiasa wote wenye anaomba kura 2027 hapa wilaya Nandi. Kila mtu ukitaka kuomba kura kuja kwa amani na ukuje uongee na wananchi. Usitumie maneno ya kupita kando, kujaribu kwenda kotini ama kujaribu kutumia wengine kutaka kuhujumu wengine.
Now let's take you to the coastal region where a section of leaders in Kilifi County has called for the speedy compensation of landowners affected by the expansion of Malindi International Airport, saying the delay is slowing tourism growth along the north coast. Now led by Kilifi Senator Stewart Madzayo and Malindi Member of Parliament Amina Mnyazi, the leaders also urged the government to fulfill its pledge to open the Ronald Ngala Utalii College, saying both projects will boost tourism in the region.
We want to see the airport into its international level to accommodate night arrivals. You have to get into international agreements with people who are prepared to expand the airport. But compensation is very important. They've got to compensate those people who are on that land.
Masuala ya Malindi Airport ni kitu ambacho tumeipatia kipaumbele. Kila ninapozungumza na rais mwenyewe His Excellency William Samoei Ruto analijua jambo hili. PS tukitoka hapa ni mimi na wewe tuende tukashikane, tuende tukamsukume tu kwa sababu bado kitu kidogo tu hii masuala ya Malindi Airport tuweze kuisawazisha.
By September we want to open up Ronald Ngala Utalii College here in Kilifi. And that will open opportunities for training of our hospitality professionals and tourism professionals.
Now to Kiambu County, where parents in Kiambu County have been urged to ensure their children have proper birth documentation to aid the issuance of adequate capitation for public schools. Kiambu Town MP Mashua Waithaka told parents that many learners in public schools lack birth certificates, causing the loss of government capitation, which is normally allocated based on officially registered pupils. Now, the appeal was made during the commissioning of newly renovated Ndumbiri Primary School funded through the National Government Constituencies Development Fund NGCDF. Calls for the parents to also prioritize education and to discipline their children were also made.
Serikali imefanya juu chini ku make sure pesa ziko za capitation. Ile shida ilikuwa ni kwamba watoto hawakuwa na birth certificate. Na sisi katika ofisi yetu ya CDF wameenda kwa mashule yote, wakaongea na walimu na wakaambia wapange program ya kuleta wazazi wote. Wale hawana birth certificate wanaangalia, wanashikana nao, na wakifanya hiyo capitation ambaye itakuwa itakuwa inapewa kwa wingi, na ikipewa kwa wingi pressure itapungua kwa walimu, sababu watakuwa na ile pesa ambayo serikali inapatiana kila mwaka.
And away from that, Health Principal Secretary Mary Mudhoni has challenged residents of Kericho and other counties who have not registered for the Social Health Authority to do so to ensure that no one is left out of the health cover. This comes after Kericho experienced a drop in registration compared to other counties. Now, speaking at Kapcheluch, a primary school in Belgut constituency, the principal secretary also urged members of the public to work closely with community health volunteers. She also said the cabinet has approved the 8 billion shillings for the construction of South Rift Level 5 referral hospital in Londiani.
Na CHPs na kila mtu, watu wajisajili leo, ndio Kericho County irudi namba 7 ama namba 5 ama mkuu hata nambari 1 katika Kenya yetu. Hii jeshi inaitwa CHP. Hii ni jeshi na ni madaktari wa nyanjani, madaktari wa village. Mkiwaona unawafungulia mlango, na kazi yao kukupima blood pressure, anakupima ugonjwa ya sukari. Timu ya kutoka Ministry ya Health wamekuja kukutana na governor ndio waweze kujenga the South Rift Level 6 Hospital. And 8 billion already imesha approviwa na cabinet.
And now Kenya is among countries strengthening regional disaster preparedness efforts as climate-related shocks continue to affect communities across the Horn of Africa. Now, a new regional program launched in Nairobi, bringing together Ethiopia, Somalia, and even Djibouti, aims to shift disaster management from emergency response to early warning and anticipatory action. Take a look.
During the launch workshop in Nairobi, government officials said disasters do not respect borders, making regional cooperation critical in tackling recurring droughts and floods. Speaking at the launch, National Disaster Operations Center Director General retired Colonel David Samoei said Kenya stands to benefit from closer collaboration with neighboring countries in managing cross-border disaster.
We need a common approach, and we need to understand each other prior to the rains coming, and have a working relationship to understand how we are going to tackle this problem.
The project is going to support the development of very specific tailored trigger development and impact information that would give very credible lead time to support the anticipatory action, to build the resilience, and to help cushion the vulnerable population against the shocks.
Samoei warned that about 80% of Kenya is expected to experience below normal rainfall between June and August, affecting 23 arid and semi-arid counties.
June, July, August will be fairly dry. There will be depressed rains. This will affect about 80% of the country, but we are still waiting for a comprehensive forecast in the next month, so that we are sure which counties will be affected most.
What we are doing here is about prevention, not waiting for crisis to happen, but be able to do early warning and early action so that we can protect lives and livelihoods.
The €4 million program, funded by the European Union through ECO and implemented by Action Against Hunger in partnership with IGAD, aims to strengthen disaster risk monitoring, anticipatory action, and coordination among regional institutions, governments, and local communities in Ethiopia, Somalia, and Djibouti.
Kenya continues to strengthen its climate preparedness efforts as countries across the Horn of Africa continue to suffer the effects of climate shocks. For KBC Channel 1, I am Teresa Mutai.
And thank you, Teresa Mutai, for that report. And that story takes us to a very short commercial break. Don't go too far. There's still so much more coming your way.
Playing it forward, Julian Alvarez out wide, still looking for a lot, and the flick of the important goal to get back in it, Christian Romero.
It's that back leg that might just play him on. This time he gets a good hand and can't keep it out. Is Is there signs of life? It's Ibrahim.
I am Chef Ombachi. Today I'm cooking ugali na Ajab Premium Maize Meal. Boil water, done. Add Ajab Premium Maize Meal. Done. Grab your mwiko and stir the mixture. Done. Enjoy the amazing aroma. Enjoy incredibly soft ugali. Done. Ingia ligi ya kipekee na Ajab Premium Maize Meal.
Quick balls into the area. Another one lofted in. It's a cross in front of goal. Chabert should be on run alert. It's in the net. Lionel Messi's rescued them again. It's another one for the record books. Another one for the collection. And he has single-handedly dragged Argentina back into this game.
It's millimeters between progression and going out.
Star 977 hash or download my Power app to access Kenya Power services fast and easy. Kenya Power, nuru ya Kenya.
And now welcome back. You're watching Lunchtime News on KBC Channel 1. And I will take you to Nyandarua County, where our very own Daniel Mwenda is on standby. And I understand Kenya Broadcasting Corporation is taking a watch party as matters World Cup is concerned to that particular county. Daniel Mwenda, if you can hear me, bring us to speed what's going on there and how is the World Cup about to unfold.
And of course, thank you so much, Give Us On Mine. We're just here at Ol Kalou, where we'll be hosting a watch party, pitting the game between Belgium and Spain. Remember, KBC under the Bow Fever have been traversing across different places across the country. We've been to Nakuru, we've been to Nairobi, we've been to Rongai. And now it's time for Ol Kalou, where we will be hosting today's game, which kicks off at 10 p.m. Joining me is the brand manager, Jacqueline Aseka. Why Ol Kalou? Welcome.
Thank you very much. Ol Kalou is very rich in its culture. It's a vibrant county, rich in terms of agriculture. And the reason why we're here, ideally, we just want to promote football. We want every Kenyan to have an opportunity to be part and parcel of our watch parties. We're going around, we have a roadshow track, we're going around, rallying Nyandarua County residents to join us. This county has 73,000 voters, and we are telling Kenyans, look, KBC is here, your true sports partner. Tokeni nje, mje to enjoy football, to enjoy your watch party. KBC promised Kenyans that we'll be on the ground. We will reach to you. We will ensure that every single Kenyan has access to free football. You don't have to pay for anything. Just join us at the Nyandarua Railway Grounds. We enjoy tonight's match between Spain and Belgium.
We've been traversing through different parts of the country. What has been the response from the fans?
Well, the fans are really excited. They're fascinated about the fact that KBC can actually bring football to their doorstep. And as we go on with this experience of sports in Kenya, this is just but the beginning. We believe moving forward, we'll be able to bring you more entertainment, more exciting programs through KBC Channel 1 TV, through KBC radio stations. We have 14 radio stations across that broadcast in this country. So please enjoy what KBC is bringing you. And if you have products you want to advertise with KBC, really, do not struggle. KBC can be accessible through our Huduma centers. We have Huduma centers across the country. Just walk into any Huduma center, ensure you access KBC services. Na mkumbuke kwamba World Cup iko wapi?
KBC. And lastly, maybe you as a fan, which team have you been supporting? Has it been kicked out of the World Cup? And what do you expect from tonight's match?
Well, Spain all the way. Spain is the deal. Look at Spain. They have been promoting local talent. They've been encouraging young people really to come and play. And if you look at that alone, it tells you that this is a country that really invests in their young people, invests in football. So I'll always support Spain. And besides that, they really play good. They play well. They know what they are doing in the field. So let's see. But I can tell you for sure, Spain is going to take it home.
Thank you so much. Giverson, that was our brand manager, and from here we are going to kick off our road shows. And tonight, of course, we'll be giving you all the briefs because we will be bringing the match live. Sababu World Cup iko KBC. Kwako Giverson.
And thank you, Daniel Mwendo, all the way from Olkalau. If you're in Olkalau, Olkalau Stadium is the place to be. World Cup tournament for free at 10 p.m. From KBC Channel 1. And now I also join Georges Waka. Georges Waka is also a sports personality at the KBC. Are you where? I understand. I'll come back to Georges Waka at a later time. But now the Kenya Railway Training Institute is expected to play a critical role of generating the human resource pool needed to support expansion of railway services, modernization of transport networks, and revitalization of logistics and maritime industries. Now, transport PS Mohamed Dagar says the evolving railway needs has driven up demand for skilled, innovative, and globally competitive professionals.
There are several lines that are ongoing constructions, the Reroute Ngong line, Nairobi Central Station and Bakassi line. The SGR is being extended. So all these are avenues of employment to some of these graduates who have passed through today in different courses, whether it's certificates or diplomas. We actually would want them to leverage on their skills to ensure that railway as a corporation continues to expand.
We are more of a technical institution, so we train more in technical fields, and we put these young people in the market. Gladly to say, most of them are going to work for us, are going to work for Kenya Railways, especially those who have done mechanical, civil, and locomotive.
And away from that, small and medium-sized entrepreneurs, SMEs, have been urged to prioritize the establishment of formal business systems and processes at the inception of the operations to enhance sustainability and unlock long-term growth opportunities. I was speaking during the launch of her book, Decoding Business Growth in Nairobi, Business Growth Strategies. Rena Gore said many SMEs fail to scale because they rely heavily on the business owner instead of putting in place structured systems that can support expansion. Now, Gore noted that formalizing key business functions such as financial management, human resource practices, governance, and customer service, together with operational processes, enables enterprises to improve efficiency, attract investors, and remain competitive in an evolving business environment.
My book is divided into three parts: finance, people, and operations. If you are having challenge in any one of these areas, the book gives a practical case study, and I'm sure you're facing these problems in your day-to-day life, in your businesses. Pick that chapter, learn from there. There is a solution and there is a lesson that you can learn from there. The biggest challenge right now, what I feel, is people have the technical skill set. What they don't have is the business acumen and the management. So this book is exactly here to bridge that gap. One piece of advice to SMEs: start building your systems from as early as possible, because if you wait for that growth, when you're growing, you're already in mess. So start building your systems from day one.
Now, the government plans to institutionalize a quarterly exporters forums as part of efforts to accelerate export growth and improve market access for Kenyan products. Investments, Trade and Industry Cabinet Secretary Lee Kinyanjui says the initiative will provide exporters with a structured platform to raise and resolve non-tariff barriers, which continue to limit Kenya's competitiveness in global markets.
We'll be doing what you call dedicated workshops where we can train people who want to align with the Chinese markets. And that way, yourselves together with everybody else, we can invite you for 1-2 days so that you are equipped and you know who to talk to, where, and so on and so forth. We have had contacts with markets such as Japan, a 124 million population with very high purchasing power. They like our coffee, they like our tea, our avocado, but our presence there remains very small. Yet, they are the biggest importers of all these vehicles you see on our roads. So we are also having an engagement with Japan to see how, in reciprocation, we can be able to sell some of our products.
Keep moving on into value addition, and therefore really further value addition, whether be it oils, be it roasted, flavored, be it butter, macadamia butters, macadamia milk, more innovation into this space is needed, and that would deliver the premium that we can also push to our farmers. You've heard a lot of noise from our dear farmers.
We change focus to matters environment now, where environmentalists are raising alarm over what they describe as the increasing destruction of Kenya's forest and public green spaces. In a joint statement, they say, well, the government continues to champion planting of 15 billion trees by the year 2032. Mature indigenous forests are being cleared to pave way for infrastructure and commercial projects. Now, the lobby group claims Ngong Road Forest is facing multiple threats, including land set aside for roads, a luxury tented camp, a railway line, and the proposed Talanta Sport City. They are now calling on the government to immediately halt any project leading to the destruction of forests and protected areas unless there is a transparent public participation. They also questioned a continued encroachment into Nairobi National Park plant development in Upper Imenti Forest, the proposed expansion of State House Road that could see mature trees felled, and proposals affecting Uhuru Park.
We stand together as citizens, conservationists, community forest associations and defenders of Kenya's natural heritage to sound the alarm. Kenya's forests are facing an unprecedented wave of destruction. While the government continues to champion the ambitious target of growing 15 billion trees by 2032, the forests that already exist are being steadily carved up for infrastructure, commercial developments, and other projects. This contradiction cannot be ignored.
We are calling upon the people of Kenya, through the government of Kenya, our government, to rethink the way they are dealing with an ecosystem that is under threat. If we lose more forests, Kenya is poorer. If we lose more trees standing, our biodiversity is poorer. Kenya depends on tourism, particularly ecotourism, for its economic survival.
And now that story takes us to our second commercial break. Don't go too far, there's still so much more lined up for you.
Michuano ya kombe la dunia yanakaribia kilele na sasa ni kufa kupona. Farasi wawili wanaopatana ugani, ni mmoja tu ndiye atakayesalia huku mwingine akifunganya virago na kuelekea nyumbani. Je, ni timu gani itakayotwaa ubingwa huu mnamo Julai 19 pale MetLife Stadium? Jibu hili utalipata hapa KBC Channel 1. Tukikupeperushia matangazo ya FIFA World Cup moja kwa moja kutoka Mexico, Canada na USA. Goal! They've done it! Pia unaweza kupokea matangazo haya kupitia stesheni za redio za KBC. Istoshe, kwa wale wanaopenda kuona mechi kupitia big screens, KBC itawatembelea mtaani kwenu. World Cup iko KBC. KBC, your true sports partner.
And now welcome back and thank you for staying with us. And our savings credit organizations, SACCOs, now says any investment in long-term lending to government will have to seek a permission from members through an annual general meeting. Cooperative Alliance of Kenya Chief Executive Officer now Daniel Marube says long-term government lending will age out customers from accessing credit, hence need for consultations before investing in long-term government bonds. This saw the SACCOs proposing the central liquidity to be domiciled at the Cooperative Bank of Kenya, with the grantee scheme managed by the CIC for accountability.
The unions we are going to form, they will be managed, run by the members. It's just like any other cooperative. The leadership of that union will come from its members. So we will make sure, and I don't see how the government will interfere. That's why we are here as the spokespeople of the movement. If we see, we are a private entity. Cooperatives, we are private. It's a private entity owned by members, consume services from, and we consume its services, and we manage it so democratically. So we will have a democratic process of electing the leadership of that particular union. The government can only come in through SASRA just to make sure that everything else is well managed.
And our Standard Bank Group is eyeing Kenya's fledgling infrastructure sector as the South African lender reveals plans to work with other partners to expand capital investment on roads, railways, and even clean energy. Now, Brian Kimani talked to Standard Bank Group's Chief Executive for Business and Commercial Banking, Bill Blackie, during the ongoing Africa Unlocked conference in Cape Town, South Africa, and joins us with more.
Summit got underway here in Cape Town, South Africa, with more than 140 chief executive officers as well as policymakers from across Africa. I managed to catch up with Bill Blackie, the chief executive officer for Investment Bank as well as Commercial Division at Standard Bank Group. And this is what he told me.
How important is the East African market for Standard Bank? So we have, over a number of years, said that we believe that the East African market should be a focus area for us and has been a focus area for us. As you'll be aware, we've over a number of years, we've made acquisitions in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, and we've consistently grown and continued to put more capital into those businesses.
When you look at infrastructural development, which is growing very fast in Kenya, and you're talking about roads, rails, airport and port, which area are you more interested in as a bank?
So when you look at any economy, you've got to start with energy. And so making sure that there's energy supply into that economy. Once you've got the energy supply, then it's about the transport infrastructure that you need to get in place, both for business and for people.
Mm-hmm. And when you look at fiscal as well as structural reforms, do you see any weak point that governments in East Africa and more so in Kenya should work on to attract high-flying capital?
I'm actually more focused on how we can stimulate domestic capital. I think that's the thing that will really make the difference over the long run. For sure, you do need your FDI. You need to stimulate FDI. But our expectation is that over the next 10, 15 years or so, actually the fastest growing segment is going to be small business, which is really reliant on domestic capital. And that's where we'd like to focus on supporting small business and their growth.
It's very good. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, I mean, we've been talking to Bill Blackie, the Chief Executive Officer of Bank, investment banking as well as commercial interest at Standard Bank, and of course helping us understand why the interest on Kenya's growing infrastructural development. My name is O'Brien, and we're coming to you from the Africa Unlocked Summit here in Cape Town, South Africa. Back to you in Broadcasting House.
And thank you, O'Brien Kimani, all the way from South Africa. Now, away from that, digital banking and data analytics are fueling a major boom in Kenya's bancassurance sector as financial institutions leveraging customer trust to drive insurance uptake. Now, BK Chairperson and KCB Bancassurance Intermediary Managing Director Dr. Agre Mulumbi said customers have developed greater confidence in insurance services integrated into mobile banking platforms. Here's more.
Customers are happy to do their banking on digital channels, on mobile phones, and they are trusting, because in that relationship, you borrow money, you're saving, you get instant confirmation that that transaction is done, and you get money at the end of it on your phone. That aspect of trust, that transactions through mobile and internet banking solutions are fulfilled and are seen to be fulfilled, gives credibility to insurance that is also offered through internet and digital platforms that banks will help to fulfill.
As Kenya
And now let's get to sports now. The national under-17 women's team, Junior Starlets, is just one match away from securing a second consecutive FIFA under-17 Women's World Cup appearance as they host South Africa in the decisive qualifier at Nyayo National Stadium on Sunday. Now the Kenyan youngsters take a 2-0 first leg advantage into the return fixture, meaning a win, draw, or even a 1-goal defeat will be enough to seal qualification for the World Cup in Morocco. Now South Africa face an uphill task of overturning the deficit, while Kenya will rely on the defensive solidity that has powered their impressive qualifying campaign. A positive result will confirm another historic World Cup appearance for Mildred Cheche's side. And our students from Zitech University and African Nazarene University will have a chance to earn international basketball scholarships during talent identification trials in Nairobi this Saturday. Now, the trials to be held at the African Nazarene University grounds aim to identify outstanding players with the potential to secure scholarships to universities abroad while advancing both their academic and sporting careers. Now, organizers say the initiative will assess participants' technical ability, athletic performance, and overall potential, helping talented student athletes use basketball as a pathway to higher education overseas.
For me, I just like to, basketball is can sometimes be an escape for these kids. Some come from tough communities, and I just want them to have that where they can get on the court and have fun, but be good at it. So to both develop their skills, just their basic fundamentals of skills, but then to have fun.
Like I promised you that we're going to, or rather we are joined now by Judges Worker, our very own sports personality at the KBC. Judges Worker, if you can hear me, tonight we have a very mouth-watering game. How are we preparing for this?
Asante sana mwenzangu Giverson, nimekupokea kwa njia safi kabisa tukiwa tumekita kambi katika lango kuu la KBC. Lengo letu kuu ni kufanya nini mtu wangu? Ni kuweza kufahamisha kwamba hakika World Cup iko KBC. Kumbuka kwamba timu zote za Afrika zishapungia mkono mashindano hayo, lakini raha ya mashindano hayo ndio inaanza sasa hivi. Na nakumbusha tu ya kwamba ukiangalia Mfaransa aliweza kumbandua hapo jana Morocco, hiyo ikiwa ndio timu ya mwisho ya kutoka bara Afrika ambayo iliweza kuondolewa katika mashindano hayo. Lakini kuondoka kwa bara Afrika katika mashindano haya, kubanduliwa kwa timu zote za bara Afrika haimaanishi kwamba mashindano haya yameisha. Bado raha imo na iko ndani ya KBC Channel 1. Na kumbuka kwamba kwenye lango letu kuu leo tumekuandalia hafla ya kuweza kukujuza, kufahamisha mengi zaidi, hususan kuhusiana na namna ambavyo mambo yanazidi kunogeshwa katika mataifa Mexico, taifa la Canada na vile vile taifa la Marekani. Na ni kwamba leo tuko na zawadi chungu nzima kwa wale wapita njia pamoja na wale ambao wanafanya kazi katika shirika la KBC. Tuko na mengi zaidi ambayo tunazidi kuwapa. Utaona kwamba hapa niko na kofia yenyewe ambayo imeandikwa Bao Fever. Yaani tuko kwenye fever ile ya mabao kwenye mashindano hayo. Niko na t-shirt, niko na airtime ambazo napeana hapa kwenye lango kuu la KBC. Kumbuka kwamba ukiweza kuangalia nyuma yangu utaona kwamba kuna wanadensi ambao wanatupatia miondoko, burudani ya kata na shoka. Vile vile tuko na wale wa kucheza mpira, kupepeta mpira, wako pale nyuma yangu, wanaweza kupatia raha na burudani ya mambo namna ambavyo yanazidi kujiri katika mashindano haya ya World Cup. Na tumekuwa tukimhusisha ama tumekuwa katika shughuli nyingi tu. Utapata kwamba kumekuwepo na hafla ya kuweza kuonesha mpira katika maeneo mbalimbali. Zaidi ya yote, mechi zimekuwa zikichezwa mpaka usiku, lakini wale watazamaji wa KBC Channel 1 hawajaachwa nyuma. Kwa sababu gani? Ya mashindano haya ambayo amekuwa kizidi. Na namuona mwenzangu Areri ambaye yuko pamoja nami hapa. Areri, itakuwa ni bora zaidi uweze kuja bwana, uzungumze pia na msikilizaji. Angalau wewe umebahatika umeweza kupata t-shirt hapa. T-shirt hiyo imeandikwa Channel 01. Yes. We live, we play, we fever, si ndio? Yes. Mambo mazuri sana hayo na mchezo wa soka, na ukiangalia huko utaona kwamba ni Bao Fever ambayo inazidi kutufahamisha mengi zaidi, hususan kuhusiana na mashindano ya kombe la dunia. Na ni kwamba pengine wewe tu ukiangalia ni timu gani ambayo imekupendeza kufikia sasa hivi?
Kufikia sasa naweza sema Ufaransa.
Ufaransa?
Yes.
Mchezaji yupi ambaye amekufurahisha sana katika mashindano haya?
Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi ni wachezaji ambao wamekuwa wakionyesha ubabe wao na wanazidi kufuatana kwa ufungaji wa mabao, wakiwa wamefunga mabao 8 kila mmoja.
Finali ya mashindano haya nani na nani?
Argentina, Ufaransa.
Asante sana, ndivyo mambo yalivyo, na ni kwamba itakuwa ni bora zaidi tuweze kurejea studioni kwa mengi zaidi. Lakini kwa wale ambao wanafanya kazi katika shirika la utangazaji la KBC na wale ambao upitia hii barabara hapa lango kuu la KBC, tafadhali usipite, kwa sababu niko na zawadi chungu nzima ambazo napeana hapa kwenye lango kuu la KBC. Langu jina ni George Swaka, ni kurejesha moja kwa moja hadi kwake Giverson akiwa Broadcasting House aweze kupatia mengi zaidi.
And then now thank you, Judges Worker, telling us how they are preparing to showcase the mouth-watering game between Spain and Belgium at 10 p.m. tonight. And I'll take you to Sagana, where white water rafting is ongoing, and I understand Daniel Wahome is there, and those are live pictures from Sagana. This is called white water rafting. If you are a fan, this is where to watch. And my name is Giverson Maina. I leave you with this also very, very clear and of course very exciting sport, white water rafting. Have yourself a good day.
terms of expertise that is here from different quarters of all the affiliate federations and the United Federation. And this competition is an eye-opener because rafting is an emerging sport, and the government has seen it prudent to sponsor emerging sports as a way of widening the scope of sporting disciplines in the country, to give the young population, the young energetic people, a chance to nurture and grow their talent. And rafting is one of them. And rafting in the country is being run by Kenya Rafting Federation, that is hardly 2 years. And by the virtue of rafting being in the country as a sport for only 2 years, and they are hosting such kind of an epic and huge event, then it shows that Kenya Rafting Federation is a federation that is for the future, and the future definitely is the young people. The Kenyan team had national selections that were done 2 weeks ago, and from the selection, the Kenyan team has an average of the age of 23. From your screens, you can see that the Kenyan team ladies who are competing against Southern Sudan ladies. And it's a pretty young team. And it's not only unique to the Kenyan team. Talk about Russia, talk about Japan. Most of these teams have fielded, or rather they have fronted athletes who are very young. And you ask them, why is it so that they have seen it fit, or they have deemed it fit to bring young teams? They're talking about the future. The future of the sport, it's about the young people. And you can't grow when you have, older people, because the longevity of growing and developing the sport is in the young people. So in the next 3-5 years, these particular young people who are taking part here will be mature enough to compete on any other stage. Right now, my colleague Daniel Wahome, who is at Sagana too, and he is ready to bring us what is happening at Sagana Coast. Besides the river, he is pitched on top of the bridge. Daniel.